Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're getting back to Jujutsu Kaisen. This is episode 19. And I guess the fun's over now between the schools, and now we have to get real here for maybe the remainder. Either way, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, now we're gonna get serious.
We're gonna have fun in that veil, and we're gonna see if they can actually work together to take care of things. And I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out.
Yeah, it's been a pretty exciting few past episodes, doing the old challenge with the teams and whatnot. But sooner or later, training has to stop, and we got to get to those real world battles. So let's see what plays out.
All right, without further ado, then let's go.
Dangerous.
It's our roots coming through.
Oh! Tis all.
No.
No.
どうせすぐ直してくる。犬巻で私たちで攻撃し距離を取る。だがいつ今の均衡が崩れるかわからない。ただでさえ呪言の効きが悪く、教員との連絡を取る隙がない。奴が呪言の対処法に気づいたら。
We're finished.
I like that visual of it in the kind of the black and white.
学長たちは高専に待機している術師が動けていない可能性もある。
Oh, the principal.
Hey, he's gonna do some guitar playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
this guy's not stopping.
犬巻先輩が止めてくれる。ビビらずいけ。
Oh.
You were saying?
先に限界が来たのはこっちか。
Hitting his limit.
Oh.
生きてますか、カモさん。強い言霊を使っていないのに先輩の喉が潰れた。だかな。
Mustard leaf.
犬巻先輩、それ以上は。
Oh, this is interesting.
Not losing our guy here, are we?
ぶっ飛べ。
Oh, shit.
Guess not. That took it out of him, though.
It sure did.
And he's just gonna walk right back out.
Yep. That did nothing.
Hey!
Oh, I got one of the wooden horns off.
Eye horns?
目の木は他と比べて脆い。
こちらの刀は悪い。
And they grow right
Oh, that's
back.
interesting.
呪具とは呪いを宿した武具のことを指します。
Cursed tools.
等級の高い呪具ほど呪術戦において大きなアドバンテージとなり。
それ絶対なくすなよ。
隠しませんよ。
Don't lose it. We need that.
Oh, shit.
It's a good thing we're not fighting in a city. A lot of collateral damage.
玉剣。
Demon dog!
二度と権限することはできない。
Can never have him again.
他の式神に引き継がれる。
Whoa!
Oh. Healed right
術師
back
の
up.
少年は森の中。
The voice is interesting for our baddie there.
Whoa!
What
二
just
度と三節
happened?
棍なんて使わせないでください。
Oh!
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh.
心臓を狙った一突き。仲間が傷つくたび隙が生じる。
Whoa.
恵みの術式が解けたの
Okay.
か。もう呪術は使わない方がいい。術を使うほど体
Oh,
の
wow.
Oh, no.
よく動けますね。
Oh, this is not going good, folks, at all.
先ほどのキレはない。
I think we need Gojo.
主力を振り絞れ。花が裂けても。
Oh.
俺はみんなとは違う。守る人間を選べ。俺が先に倒れるなんてことは。
私らの仕事は終わった。戦士交代だ。
Time to tag out. Oh, here we go.
You want to get Yoji? You good to go, my friend? Oh, that was a long, cold intro.
Absolutely. Went about almost 10 minutes.
That was an intense battle. Holy shit.
And now I got to sit through the opening here before we get back to it. What kind of torture is this?
You got to get Gorilla Panda back.
この二人がここまでやられるなんて強いだけが君の取り柄なんだから。
やめろ、イタドリ。パンダ、アイユン。西宮曰く、この帳は対五条悟用で。
Mm-hmm. That's why we can't get Gojo in there.
Yep.
大丈夫。
羽化を始めた者に何人も触れることは許されない。次死んだら。
If you die again, I'll take you out myself.
パンダーシ
And Dash.
俺は手を出さんぞ。お前が国戦を決めるまでな。
雰囲気はあるが、よほどの術式を持っているのか。そして国戦とは。
Now you're about to find out.
一つ聞きたいことがある。
次はぎつらの人方事例はいるか。
Oh!
早い。威力はお粗末だ。
Poor. Oh! That wasn't it.
怒りで呪力を乱し、だがその怒り、お前には余る。収めろ。
Whoa! The rage keeps coming back because you're slapping me.
Are they fighting each other?
雲一つね。
I thought he was gonna slap him.
Best friend.
国戦打撃との誤差 0.00001 秒以内呪力が衝突した際に生じる
Trillionth of a second of a blow, huh?
国戦を狙って出せる術師は存在しない。国戦を経験した者とそうでない者、呪力の革新との距離に天と地ほどの差がある。打撃との誤差 0.00001 秒以内に呪力が衝突した瞬間、呪力は黒く光る。
Oh!
Oh!
That's gotta be it.
なったな。
He's grown. Looks like our guy pulled it off.
なったな。
今のが国戦？俺の呪力だよな。
呪力の味を理解したんだ。
Can master it, hopefully.
口に入れたことのない食材をなんとなく鍋に入れて煮込んでいるような状態。シェフとして3秒前の自分とは別次元に立っている。
It's a good way to put it.
その他大勢とは何か違う。
Oh.
That just grows right back.
呪霊の体は呪力でできている。特級となればあの程度の怪我。
Nothing does.
Nothing.
So I just went through all this for the Black Flash, and they can just heal.
多少本気を出した方が良さそう。
Oh. Oh, what a work. Had two arms all along.
It's like in Princess Bride. Oh, by the way, I'm not left-handed.
Look at these best friends working together. Holy.
That's a lot of energy.
攻撃範囲。
ビビるな。
Oh, now we got
Shooting,
projectiles
what,
flying.
shooting fingers at him?
もっとタイミングを合わせろ。
Oh.
What the hell?
これだけの質量、実物に呪力を通し操っていると思っていた。
ブラザ
Oh.
Whoa.
なんだこの気持ちは。
Feeling of imminent defeat.
何も偽っているつもりはありませんよ。
ー。君の戦う目的は知ってる。
真人は楽しいのですか？
まあね。最中感じる優越や快楽が動機になったのはごく最近だよ。魂は本能と理性のブレンド。
Instinct and reason.
本当はもっと強いんじゃない？
Oh, he aimed for the bushes.
問題ない。
Oh, I thought he was going to start doing crunches. Like a...
あれだけの磁力消費。
叩くなら。
Oh. Still blocked it though.
戦いを 楽しんでいます。
大丈夫かブラザー。おまんたい。
No problemo.
All right,
Oh,
let's
the
go.
guitar. Oh, come on!
No. He might unleash it, but we're not going to see it until the next episode. Oh, they've been doing that the last handful of episodes, leaving us off on a hell of a cliffhanger like that. And look, just real quick, what a battle we had with Hanami there. Yeah, our tree cursed
Groot.
our Groot version of a cursed spirit or whatever. But
Hell, look at
Man.
him here, like revealing the second arm.
yeah, this whole time they actually had a second arm. And look, the battle was awesome because they thought that Hanami was just manipulating what was around, and so once they pulled it all back and there was nothing there, they're like, oh, it's not it's an extension of them, or at least that's the way I took it. It's an extension of the cursed energy, and they can pull it back whenever they want. So they lost the footing, but our boys held in there, and they're not really taking much for hits. They're hanging in pretty good, and just at the end there, we saw that Hanami was enjoying the fight.
Yeah.
And I like that we got the flashbacks onto the beach. So, I mean, a lot going on in the course of a couple minute battle that we had here. But of course, it didn't start out as great with our team getting whooped on pretty good. And we got stuff growing out of them. Looks like the Super Mario Brothers little
That was bad.
flower pot type things growing out of the chest. And, our girl took a root or whatever through the shoulder, said they were aiming for the heart. So, I mean, it was a battle where our team was pretty outmatched, but now that Itadori is there, he's going to straighten things out. And we saw what I assume is the Black Flash, because now they're teaming up. So, I mean, that was pretty wild. And even our villain was impressed with what
That
Itadori
was
was
the
capable
Black
of.
Flash.
Yep.
He was able to land it, and then that's how the best friends were then starting to fight
Said,
together.
all right, I'll help you. You figured it out.
I'm loving their back and forth, being now best friends, or just even during the fight, they're like, "You gotcha, brother," and they pushed it with their feet apart, so that way they wouldn't get attacked on the way down. What I'm loving is just that we've seen in other shows like of this ilk too, where they have the inner dialogue when things are going on as to like how they can take out their enemies, what their enemy is now doing, and usually we've seen it where it's just the good guy doing it, but in this case we have both. We get the backstory with the villain and with the heroes in this story. So with Manami, like going back to talking to Mahito, where they're talking about the fight and everything else, and
I like that.
He thinks that's the curse's instinct is to tricking, deceiving, and murdering, at least with Mahito. And he realized not until recently when he fought with Yuji Itadori and I can't remember who the other person was, that he enjoyed fighting again. So now that's what has been driving him, and recently is because now he's enjoying the fight again. And so that was kind of a great flashback to have with Minami. So
it's actually a challenge for him finally,
and
of some sort.
Yes, and so now for the first time in his life that he declares, Minami is declaring that I'm enjoying a fight. So we'll see how it goes into the next episode, and I'm ready to see that technique. But they did a classic, leave us wanting more.
Now it's time to unleash my technique. Fade to black.
I'll skip the credits.
Yeah.
Go to the cell phone. But yeah, the whole battle in this episode was great. When Unleash the Vines were there doing, where they're on top of the building, where it was here.
The scope
it was so super. It was super quick and just right here.
The scope of the power.
Where they're both. I think they both used their right as he revealed the second arm, and just right here, this animation. At about 1657, and this whole animation of the fight where it's just super fast, and how they just did everything fighting back and forth, causing this cursed action. That was like visually amazing and pleasing.
It was almost like our heroes were like surfing around all the vines and everything, because the scope of just how big the vines or the roots, whatever you want to call them, can be is pretty friggin' wild.
Yeah, and we got that. When they when all of a sudden they were gone, and the fall was like, okay, because right now we just have it stopped where you can see them kind of on the tips, and it looks like the Rock from Lion King a little bit. But in any regard, as it was growing, I think you lost sight a little bit of just how massive it was, and then all of a sudden it was gone, and then there's the fall, which was pretty wild. Look, this whole episode was pretty much just nonstop action. I mean, we got a little bit of story worked in, but for the most part, it was just Groot going after our team. I loved that they did by the way, this arm isn't really injured, because it just, it's a story that we've seen before, where you have somebody who's incredibly skilled, that enjoys a challenge, and isn't just trying to end things fast. And I use the example Princess Bride. I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but of course, anybody you guys have all seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the scene with our dread pirate Roberts, Wesley, and Inigo Montoya, where they're fencing, and they're using their left hands, and finally like, I've got a secret. Guess what? I'm not left-handed. I mean, neither. So to see somebody who is a bad guy, kind of limit themselves physically in the interest of having a better challenge, I think is a cool story. But it's also pretty concerning when your team is like going really hard and not doing much damage. You're lopping off arms, they're growing back.
That's where I love they
eyes,
explain
they're
that to
growing
us
back.
real quick too, that the special grade villains with their curse energy, and it's basically you have to take out their head,
crush their head,
and that's the only way you can.
But
get
as they're doing damage, of course, you're wearing them down. It's not like you cut off an arm and it grows back and you've made no progress. They let us know that you're kind of whittling away, but you're going to have to do more than lop off an arm if you want to defeat this enemy. Yeah. And it feels a little bit like Demon Slayer, where you're fighting a new enemy, and just when you think you might be, gaining some grounds, it's 5 steps forward, 4 steps back, and you hope that you can learn. But giving us that cliffhanger where, okay, now it's time for me to use my special. You're like, let's see what happens, and nope, wait till the next one. But this show does this quite a bit with the cliffhangers, so we've grown used to it. Of course, every time we're like, come on, but
waiting for it.
But at the same time, it's expected, and it creates. I like that they do that, just because it creates so much anticipation for the next episode. And for us, obviously, we're doing a few episodes. Generally we do a few at a time here for the channel. So we don't have to wait week to week to do it. But I'm imagining, because I think this show was week to week, wasn't it? Yeah. So this show was week to week. So these cliffhangers had to be pretty brutal for people who were watching these in real time. Of course, these came out just over 5 years ago. So it was something that I'm sure people could not wait. A little bit frustrated, maybe excited, but the anticipation for the next episode had to be sky high.
Yeah,
especially with this one.
And speaking of cliffhangers, we had that whole scene on the roof where our crew was trying to fight Hanami, and our guy used his voice technique, and it took like everything out of him to blast right through the building, and then Hanami comes back like it's nothing.
He brushes
Reminded
it
me of
off.
our father a little bit with that voice technique.
The power of the voice.
The power of the voice.
But interesting how much it takes out of them that they're only able to do such an amount.
They made a point of it that's why he just says salmon.
Yeah, he never uses.
He never uses big words. So when he does use it, and like he used 5 words, but even the blast away, like I think that one he wanted to use whatever he had left,
like your last resort weapon.
And he's like, blast away, and then that was it, and that was the end of him. He's down for the count. But yeah, this battle was huge. I mean, with Tojo, Megumi, Noritoshi, and Maki all like trying to take him down and could barely do any damage.
Yeah, so Panda just getting them out of there and leaving the work to our.
Because the other 2 Panda versus are a little weakened at the moment.
Yep,
so.
just leave the work to the experts.
There we go. Another good episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as we are so far. Apple and Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm Course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Oh, we're gonna get backstory now.
小3の時、俺に生こいた高校生をボコった。
Oh,
Oh,
Badly.
just sat on him.
相手が俺を舐めてて、
do you mock me, brother?
俺が舐められてると感じる。面白くなんてない。退屈なやつをひねったって退屈に決まってんだ。
Boring
Sounds like a
guy.
boring guy. Oh, come on.
What kind of woman is your type? He's just a kid.
そんな予感がした。
Oh, come on.
From a young age, he was about it.
What kind of intro was that?
And just hilarious. Oh, it's this cute biker chick, just like,
Yeah.
oh, what type of
With the
type of
cursed
woman do you
spirits swimming around her too.
I think when you're that young, you just, what's your type?
like,
Girl.
you, they're gross.
No, I was you.
Yeah.
What's your type? Yes.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, his boredom was turned upside down that day,
Sure
boys.
was.
俺の術式を解禁する。だが、術式について詳しく説明している暇はない。
No time.
俺からお前に言えることはただ一つ。止まるな。俺を信じろ。
オッケー2つね
Okay.
All right, let's go.
地面より発生する木の根。
I thought you didn't have time to talk about it.
Well, to us.
木の鞠。一つの鞠から一、二本の攻撃。呪いの種子。節頃が食らっていたものだろう。
Yep, cursed bud.
お花畑。気が緩んでしまうようだが、さらにあの時放たれた沢。
Interesting.
だがどんな術式も発動させなければいいだけのこと。ビクトリー。
Victory.
Brother! Oh, Jesus.
You talk too much.
Oh, no. It's going to be the old... Thought we were going to get the Hulk and the Loki. Wham,
Oh my God, he does.
Oh, he's gonna get impaled.
No way.
Oh, who did the switcheroo?
What just happened?
なるほど。
That's his technique.
俺の術式は相手と自分の位置を入れ替える。
Ah,
Okay.
boogie woogie.
相手が慣れる前に仕留めるぞ。叩くのが発動条件だ。
Oh,
Oh
nice.
wow.
Oh.
入れ替わり後の差異が大きい。
Oh, in the face.
Hadouken.
Oh, big uppercut.
Oh, to the ribs.
Oh, big elbow.
Just getting worked.
Yeah, you're not kidding. This thing is taking some shots.
Black Flash again?
国戦を連続で出すのがすごいわけじゃない。2回以上出すなら、
Record holder.
It's like they're doing an interview.
Yeah.
国戦を決めると、術師は一時的にアスリートでいうゾーンに入って、
The zone.
普段意図的に行っている呪力操作が呼吸のように自然に巡る。自分以外の全てが自分中心に立ち回っているような全能。私の記録ですか？
How many times?
4回。
Oh.
お前からはいつだって予感がする。
Oh, another one.
三連チャン。
今警戒すべきは変わっていない。
Ah,
Tricked ya.
tricked ya.
手を叩いたって術式を発動するとは限らない。単純だけど引っかかるよな。
That's a false tell.
Uh-huh.
There's 4.
Tying the record.
Just give me one more to set the record.
I mean, you have to,
I
right?
mean, at this point, are we gonna get a
Okay, I was
backstory?
gonna say, a moment of silence, not so much. Oh,
That looked like some Aikido there.
yeah, more like judo.
I thought we were making better progress.
Oh,
Oh.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky and Apollo.
さっきの国戦ラッシュに効いている。あらゆるさん、二人なら。
Together.
Crush the head.
それでも
You
な
feel
お
alive.
衰えることのない戦いのよ。
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, gross.
自分以外の者同士でも入れ替え可能なのか。
俺が本気で固めた肉体と重力ならば、この程度の趣旨。
Oh, he's
Oh,
He's
easily.
he's doing the Colossus thing.
Oh, more backstory.
I was wondering if it was gonna fail like when he tripped and fell again.
高田ちゃん
Yeah, right over there.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
伏黒くんの種子はちょっと成長してたよね。血液を吸って成長したのかな？ありえなくはないね。
重力。
Cursed energy.
Happening point oh.
That's how long it took him to figure it out.
直前で重力を解いた。気づいたのか。
Yep. No effect.
次回は善悪か。
National handshake revenge.
Oh, axe kick.
Oh, the old axe kick right on the back.
あの時の俺の発言は言葉足らずだと気づいたはずだ。ブギウギの術式対象に
Boogie woogie.
For Boogie Woogie.
俺の術式は違いなどの無生物にも有効だ。つまり答えは九州でよ。気づいているか？ここにはあれが眠っている。顔面の木が格段に脆い。皮？
A weapon.
Oh, got him.
Playful cloud.
特級塾に俺の磁力を上乗せした打撃でも仕留めきれんとは。
Oh.
Draws power.
Ooh. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, kills everything around it.
私の左腕は植物の命を奪い、重力へと変換する。そのすべてはこの公家。
Interesting.
使いたくなかっ
Everybody's been holding back with special powers.
とんでもない磁力出力だ。
た。領域展
Whoa.
Oh, the veil's being lifted. Oh, there he is.
Look who's there.
That must be what took down the veil.
アンプもねえのにいい音出すと思った。
Without the amp.
奏でた旋律を増幅させ、重力として打ち出す術式。財布を作ろう。カレー臭たっぷりのな。
Oh. Ooh.
I like how he said he wants to keep me mid range. Well, yeah, you're wielding a little hatchet. You're going to be close.
電波がただれなくてよかった。帳の効果を考えれば当然か。勘違いじゃなさそうね。
絶対切ったと思ったのに。
Nope.
これだから俺は。
Oh.
What in the heck is that?
お前は非力だから、刀からも握ってもらえ。
Sword has to hold the hand.
お前モテないだろ。出会い頭にてめえの話ばっか
All
り。
you do is talk about yourself.
女の子がいっぱい。モテモテだ。
誤射されないよう気をつけなさい。
おめえが気をつけろ。
帳が上がった。
30分も経ってなくない逃げよ。
Time to run.
生かしたハンガーラックが目に浮かぶぜ。
どこから行こうか。
Well, many choices.
Yeah, you've got your plenty of choices.
どうやらここまでのようですね。
五条先生。
ユージのレベルが格段に上がっている。確かにあいつはユージと相性いいだろう。となると優先すべきはお前だな。
あ、
Oh.
殺すな。
Oh. I thought he was gonna vaporize him.
That's what I thought.
こいつにはいろいろと聞かないといけない。歌姫のところにいたやつの気配が消えた。ユージのところまで距離があるな。少し乱暴しようか。
I'll be a little rough.
術式反転。赤。
Oh boy.
五条悟を相手にするほどおごっていない。
叫んだ。
Wait, what?
それ以上進むな。巻き込まれるぞ。
This guy's creating wormholes?
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh.
相変わらず規格外だな。
That's our reaction.
イエーイ
that settles everything.
We still got our prisoner.
花見は無事かな任務完了
Oh, got a finger. Oh. So safe to say Gojo's like level 99. And everybody else is just along for the ride. Just like it was nothing. This guy carves like just a complete rift in the earth, taking out Hanami like it was nothing. And Answer's got it paused here on the end screen where Gojo's just big thumbs up. We figured it out here. But again, an awesome battle. Of course, I feel like a broken record saying that. But the reveal, look, I know we got a little taste of what Gojo's capable of, but this was just on another level. And I think we're going to continue to get more of that. I mean, yeah, Itadori leveled up and Gojo even said as much that, okay, he's on a much higher level now. And that's all well and good, but it's time for me to come in and pick and choose who I got to help and deal with. So once he got rid of the veil, our villains either split or thought they had a chance or were trying to split, and it didn't go so well for many of them. But at least we captured one and can get some information out of them. So, you know, maybe we can figure out who the mole is at the school, who's doing things they shouldn't be, working for the other team.
Well, we knew, and you know, Goju's been trying to figure that out from the onset, and it's like, why you just saw what he's capable of? Why would you want to go against?
And it's like, was that to me that didn't even appear to be like full strength? Like
No,
that seemed to be his run of the mill like daily go to for an attack.
Like we even saw when he battled the Butcher for that split second, and it seemed like he was ready to fight him until he just gave him that look.
It's like he got rid of his bones or something.
He was like, he was so excited, and then he just looked at him, and then it was basically like, you're done for. Like,
Yeah,
it looked
right
like
here he's
what
all
he did.
split apart.
Well, not split apart. I think it's looked like with the curse energy, he did something to his limbs from like his forearms down and like mid calf down.
It's like he took the bones out. He's just like a noodle
exactly.
now.
Because when they show him in the next scene, that we'll look at him after he hits the column where he's like, keep him alive.
Yeah.
Prince is like, you see that it's like, yeah, it looks like it just took, if you're looking at it right here, it looks like it just took the bones out from about elbow and then knees down, which basically incapacitates him. He can't do anything now.
Just a big sack of meat.
And I love too how he was like, when he was going to fight the principal, he's like, oh, he's mid-range. He wants to keep me at bay. It's like, well, dude, you just have a hatchet. We didn't really see what your powers were. I don't recall them.
Yeah.
It's like, yours is close combat. You don't think he's going? No, I want to bring you in closer because I know I'm better at mid range, but I want to see what I can do close while you have a hatchet. So I love that he was like, "Oh, you're trying to keep me." Well, of course, that's what his bread and butter is. I was hoping to get some more guitar riffs though myself.
Yeah, well, and it just shows the different levels of the characters here. How some of them can be such a challenge for like Itadori and Todo, and then Gojo comes in and it just wipes the floor with them, and it's not even an issue.
Well, I know last episode I made a comparison to Demon Slayer, and hope that's not like sacrilegious in the anime. Don't you bring up those two shows. But look, it seems very similar in some regards to when you remember when we were watching Demon Slayer, and you had our core that was having troubles with certain level demons. And then, some of the Hashira came in and just worked him. No problem. Barely an inconvenience. Yep. And it kind of seemed like that's what we had going on here. Of course, we had Yuji and Todo like battling nonstop with Hanami.
4 black flashes in a row.
Nonstop with Hanami. And it felt like, okay,
tied the record.
This is anything working here? And then Gojo comes in and 2 minutes later, Hanami, retreat, bail,
I'm out of here.
Bail, abort mission, and it was like, okay, we just saw how big of a gap there is in power and abilities. But look, that'll happen. You have people who are more powerful, more experienced, and that's what we saw here with Gojo. At least Sukuna didn't need to come out and play, which was
well, and that's what was cool because obviously we have to talk about the big reveal that he can clap and then he can switch spots.
Boogie woogie,
the boogie woogie technique
with anything,
and that's the thing that Manami was asking themselves when Switch, is it bringing out Sukuna? Is it bringing them out to come and play, so to speak? Because that's seems like what could have easily happened, that if he claps right, maybe they come out. But is it because he's not in play for Yuji right now? It's all Yuji that's the only thing that's going to switch.
Yeah, and then we got the reveal that he was able to switch Yuji with a weapon.
Yeah, that was great.
Inanimate objects, it doesn't matter what it is. But in like the very next scene, we saw Hanami draw all the power out of the forest that goes to like the flower offering. Answer has it up right here. This is eyeball in the center of a rose
because he has that rose on his shoulder.
And that's where all the power comes from. But again, another interesting two reveals kind of back to back that were definitely added.
It seems like they think you have all the cards laid out on the table. And it's like, no, they always have an ace in the hole that they don't show you right away. And so with the boogie woogie, for me, that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Say it 5 times in a row.
Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. Really Come on now. That isn't that tough.
He didn't break the record.
Oh no, I can only tie it.
He didn't want to break the record.
Which again with with the Black Flash, I love that they went to like an interview type style of the current record holder, and even
with like a ticker almost.
with even him saying is like, I got lucky with it. Where was it? Like right at the beginning, like. Because they're like talking about being in the zone, and I love how they equate it then with sports, because that is what we're used to, that someone using it. So I was just trying to get it on the ticker right here. They're like, right here they have Nanami Kento, record holder for consecutive Black Flash uses, speaks. I love that they kind of went into that
in the middle of battle. Why don't we get the record holder on?
Well, let's interview him
right now.
That's what I love what they do sometimes with their uses, whether it goes back into memories, and then I appreciate that they make it then a different color.
Yeah, we saw Toto's memories
around it. Yep, we see his memories from early on and how he vowed from that day not to be boring anymore in his life. But I appreciate when they do those things, because it's so much fun. Because this battle. It's one thing to have a battle going on the whole 20 minutes. It's another thing that you sprinkle in things that can be of importance.
Yeah, because it absolutely sets this show apart from many others. Like, look, you're going to have battles in any anime out there, or at least a great number of them. So it's like, how do you set yourself apart and do something different? And I think that's what a lot of the ones that we've watched on this channel, check out our list if you haven't already, that's what they do differently. And each one has to kind of differentiate itself to make it feel unique, and whether it's the animation style, the music, or the inner dialogues, or the interviews.
Yeah, like
it's great.
We've had the action packed. We've had like a Death Note where there is some action, but it's very limited. But it's a very cat and mouse game. So it's fun getting all these different types of shows, and then with this one with curses and just everything that's involved with it. But yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
There we go. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did, because it was a lot of fun. Hey, don't be boring. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.